It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast. This is a podcast for people who didn't let their environment define themselves, for people that have broken boundaries and generational curses, but never forgot where they came from. The Hood Adjacent Podcast starts now.
What's going on, everybody? You are tuned in to another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy, RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats. How has everybody been doing, man? Man, I hope everybody's been having a good February. I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? And if you didn't, I hope everybody on February 15th had a good National Side Chick Day, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people don't know about that holiday, but that is a holiday, National Side Chick Day. I mean, if you didn't get your stuff February 14th, you got it February 15th. I got news for you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But anyway, first off, I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everybody that has been rocking with me on all my social media sites. We actually just hit a milestone, which like I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but want to thank everybody that follows me on TikTok. We have gotten to, and it just happened out of nowhere. One of the videos that I made has gotten officially to 1 million views. Yes, million with an M. And I want to thoroughly thank everybody that's been rocking with us. I also want to thank the new subscribers and new people that follow me. I really appreciate it, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to get all of this like monetized. Don't really know how to do it, but I'm kind of working on it. A big shout outs to you guys. Like when it happened, when it happened, when one of my posts went viral, I didn't think it was going to get as big as it did, but it got big to the point where we got 3,000 subscribers in a day. Like that's kind of unheard of, but like it feels good though. It feels good. It's been a lot of blessings coming my way, whether with the social media, whether with work, with things like that. Not gonna lie to you, because of how 2025 was starting off, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be rough as heck for me. But like February, like it's been so many blessings that's been going on. I just don't know, like, only person I can thank is God, you know? And like, and it's funny because if y'all know, not only do I do media, I also like substitute teach on the side. Like when your when your students come up to you, like, why are you on my For You page? I was like, what? Huh? Why are you on my For You page, Mr. Ray? I can't I can't explain that, but it was just really cool just seeing them like get excited to see me on like their TikToks and For You page and stuff like that. So I'm trying to ride this wave till I can't ride it no more. You know what I mean? And at least try and get monetized so we can make it bigger, because I have really, really big dreams, really, really big goals for the Hood Adjacent Podcast. Not only for the Hood Adjacent Podcast, but for FMB Media, for my brand Ray 3 Beats. And not only that, helping my other homeboys and homegirls on the For the Record podcast. You know, it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger and better. But it's just funny just seeing like the reactions of the kids saying like, "Mr. Ray, you went viral." I was like, whoa, relax, calm down. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, you went viral. You look how many likes you got. I love it. I love every time that it happens. It happens more times than not, because like I said, I do media, and people have heard me on commercials. People have seen me on. People have heard me on the radio. People have seen me on YouTube, Instagram ads, things like that. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not used to like people recognizing me or recognizing my voice. But it's a pretty dope experience. You know what I mean? It's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put all of the socials right up here just so y'all can follow me, and you have your other friends follow too, just to have a good time. I know eventually we're gonna get a Patreon too. That's my biggest. I want to get a Patreon, so like I could give you guys exclusive content, new content, vlogs, stuff like that. Shoot, even Twitch. I don't even know how to do Twitch. Somebody's told me to do Twitch. I have no clue what I'm doing. So I might need help with that. But I'm gonna try and branch out to Twitch too. So as long as my hood adjacent folks stay with me, I will stay with y'all because that's how much I love y'all. You know what I mean? Anyway, we gonna get started with this episode. I know that like there's a lot to talk about. a lot. Because I know I haven't talked to y'all since what, January? Like mid-January? And it's not about to be mid-February, I think. So yeah, we gonna run stuff down real quick. First of all, Donald Trump and Elon Musk trying to take over the world. Like I'm just saying. Hey, look, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not sure what the heck a Doge is, but it's getting a little hectic out there, and a lot of people losing their jobs and things like that. So prayers over the people that lost their federal jobs and stuff like that. I know it looks a little bleak, not gonna lie to you, but I'm definitely staying prayed up for them. All these freaking plane crashes. I don't know what's going on with these planes. I've heard at least 3 within the span of like 2 weeks, and I'm like, hold on, like what's going on? Like what? Who got fired for this like to happen? Like who got let go? Who got let go for all of these plane crashes and stuff to happen? Whoever it was, y'all need to hire him back or her back, cause yeah, it ain't looking. I don't know what the heck is going on. Prayers up to those people, man, and their families. That's insane. That's nuts. And it's a lot going on in the world. The tariffs, the whole Canada US tariff thing, the trade, I guess is a trade war. It's rough. But we just gotta stay prayed up. You know what I mean? That's all we got. That's all we can do is just stay prayed up. I know me being a hood adjacent brother and what they would call quote unquote woke, we prepare for the worst. We always prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, expect the worst, and that's how you gotta. It sounds bad. It sounds bad saying it, but that's kind of how you gotta look at it. Like you gotta pray for the best. Sometimes expect the worst. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's how hood adjacent people and I'm gonna be honest. That's how black folks have lived for the past 60 years. I'm just saying, we get it out the mud. You know what I mean? We are the epitome of the phrase, take lemons and make lemonade. Like, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Like, we are the epitome of that, because you give us any type of, you give us any scraps, we make it into something bigger. So I'm not like worried about us. I am concerned about I am concerned about the state of America, but you know, as long as we stay prepared, we got to stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. If y'all know what I'm talking about, then you know. If you know, you know. The revolution will not be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. Speaking of that, hey, look, okay, yep. This is what I was trying to get to. This was unfortunately, we do not have a music artist of the week, a music artist today, but that is just because I wanted to talk about this real quick. It has been I would say an iconic type of Super Bowl, impactful type of Super Bowl that just happened. First off, congrats to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the Super Bowl this year. Jalen Hurts, aka Nino Brown, put on a show. You know what I'm saying? He put that. Hey, you gotta put some respect on the. You gotta put respect on the brother. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I seen that I really enjoyed was the fact that you saw nothing but, black love this Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts and his girlfriend, Devontae Smith, and his wife. It's like it was a few other ones, and all you see is black love, which is like the complete opposite of what people say happens during, like, in the NFL, where like mostly black men, well, the black athletes predominantly marry or date outside of their race when they're in the NFL. So it was kind of refreshing to see those black families, being able to share that iconic moment. It was cool. I'm sorry, Chiefs fans. Y'all got toe up. Y'all got oh my God. Y'all got dismantled. I don't know what the heck happened. You know who I feel the worst for? DeAndre Hopkins, man. He's had one heck of a career, and I thought he was gonna get one this year. I thought wrong. I guess I was wrong. I mean, I was rooting for the Eagles anyway, but I mean, you know how it goes with the Eagles. I mean, you know how it goes with the Chiefs. You know how it goes. So yeah, it was an interesting Super Bowl. Not only that, what's crazy is the main attraction of the Super Bowl wasn't even the game. You know what I'm saying? My boy Kendrick Lamar. Y'all know how I feel about Kendrick Lamar. He's top 3 in my list of rappers. So Kendrick Lamar put on one of the most impactful Super Bowl shows of the decade. And when I say impactful, 133.5 million people tuned in to watch him perform. And the crazy thing is, people thought like, oh, it's finna be this big extravagant thing. No, what he did was he got his point across. He didn't have to do anything big. He didn't have to do anything extravagant. And a lot of people were well, I wouldn't say a lot of people. A lot of people did like it, but there was some people that were a little upset because the simplicity of it. But that was the whole point of the Super Bowl show. It didn't need the frills. It didn't need the extra. It was straight impactful. That's what it was. He was up there making a statement. And unfortunately for the people that didn't understand the statement that he was making, you not like us. Know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. Don't. Y'all know how y'all get. They be calm down. But it was an impactful statement that he made. Everything was purposeful that he did. From the red, white, and blue jumpsuits on the dancers to Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam, which I thought was brilliant. Like, to me, it didn't feel like a halftime show. More than less, he was telling more than anything, he was telling a story. You know what I mean? And I know it's gonna be some Drake fans in the comments gonna be like, "Oh, you looking too much into it. He's just dissing Drake." Nah, bro. It was bigger than that. It was much bigger than that. You had to listen to the little side things he was saying before the songs started. Like, you have to you got to read between the lines, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You got to read between the lines. It was something. It was really something to talk about. And let's be honest. There's no such thing as bad publicity. No publicity is bad publicity. And for people that's doing content creation and stuff like that, that's an honest to God statement, bro. That's an honest to God statement. You have to. It's no publicity is bad publicity. So whether you liked the Super Bowl performance or you disliked the Super Bowl performance, that Super Bowl performance was impactful. Was it the best Super Bowl performance? I wouldn't say it was the best, but I would say it had a message to it. And that's the thing that I appreciated about it the most, the message that he was giving, because it wasn't I don't want to reveal like what it meant, but I mean, people thought that the performance was a cut to Drake, but it wasn't just to Drake. Drake was just the front of like what it was about. There was underlying statements that he was saying that if you know, you know. 40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than the music. He said it. I mean, he said it. The revolution will not be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. You put two and two together. You that's it. You got to put two and two together, because it made perfect sense. But that's just because I've been a Kendrick fan since Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I mean? So like, if you listen to conscious rap, you do got to read between the lines. But that's what I like. That's why I like people like Kendrick, like Cole, like even a Chance the Rapper, Nipsey Hussle, like. And I like Wayne too. Wayne's in my top 3 too. But like I love Childish Gambino. I love artists that you have to like read between the lines. Like, it's not like right there in your face, but you really got to do some digging. You know what I mean? And that's what Kendrick did. And also, big shout out to Kendrick too, because I didn't even talk about it. 5 Grammys from the song Not Like Us. That off a diss song. Bro won 5 Grammys off a diss song. Not only did he win 5 Grammys, two of the artists that he works with won 2 Grammys. SZA won a Grammy. Doechii won a Grammy. Bro, like, TDE is going crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna lie. I do like Drake. He's not in my top 10 of rappers. I would say he's maybe top 15. I'll give him top 15. But bro dang near swept the Grammys. 2 of his artists got Grammys. He just did a Super Bowl performance. Bro's winning right now. Also, bro, I said this on TikTok, but I need to figure out where to get those bell-bottom pants from. Like, I kind of like them. I ain't gonna hold you. They said it was like $1,200. I ain't got that type of money, but if y'all can find one of those places that do like the clones of the bell-bottom those joints, let me know, cause I like them. I ain't gonna hold you. I would definitely rock them with like a Letterman's jacket and stuff like that. But yeah, man. You cannot knock what Kendrick did. You cannot knock it. He arguably one of the greatest rappers of this generation. And you can, and it's not many rappers that you can put ahead of Kendrick. You can't. It's not many. I can only think of maybe, if you want to be facetious, you can maybe put Wayne in there, and you can maybe put J. Cole in there, like above him. But other than that, you can't put anybody else in front of Drake. I mean, in front of Kendrick. So yeah, you just can't. And now and also after the Super Bowl performance, and mind you, this is just right after I'm shooting this like 2 days after Valentine's Day. So Drake just dropped his album with Party Next Door on Valentine's Day. Now, I really wanted to get to this. I really wanted to get to this part. The album was decent. Not great, but it was definitely decent. I'm sorry, Drake fans, like diehard Drake fans. I am sorry for saying this. I'm sorry, I might hurt y'all feelings. But this album was just decent. It was decent. It did have some bops, but for y'all to be gassing it like it is like it was as good as Take Care, as good as Nothing Was the Same. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are real life tripping, saying that this album was better than Take Care and it was better than Nothing Was. Bro, it's not even better than Certified Lover Boy. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. If we want to be honest, we got to be real. It was nowhere near Take Care or Nothing Was the Same. Those are classic albums. And me, I do like Drake, but those are classic. You cannot compare this little Valentine's Day album he did with Party Next Door to that. Y'all are being very delusional just because he lost the rap battle. You got to be real about it. Y'all are being really delusional about this. He is one of the greatest. He's one of the great artists of this generation. I will never take that away from Drake. But that album was just decent. It was just decent. You know what I mean? It was decent. Like, and y'all gotta get off this whole little grudge thing. Like I said in episode 7, all Drake has to do is just drop like R&B albums from here on out. He doesn't have to rap. You're a better R&B person. And another thing with that album, like the songs were good. The songs were good. I will not knock that. The songs were good, but a lot of them weren't memorable. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them wasn't like, oh, people will sing this and repeat this at clubs. They're not. It's not one of those. Drake, we still love you. We still love you. Even though I'm a Kendrick fan, we still love you. But it was a decent album. And then also the day that the album dropped, Drake fans went crazy because they thought, oh, Drake is back. He just surpassed Kendrick on the charts. He just surpassed Not Like Us and GNX and stuff like that. That only lasted one day. It only lasted one day. Let's be honest. That's it. It was one day that he was number one. That next day, his album views dropped 44.1%. Like, they tried to rid the game, but you can't rid influence. You can't fake influence, bro. They tried to rid the game, but you can't fake influence. Kendrick said it, and it's starting to ring true. And like I said, I'm a huge Kendrick fan, and I'm a decent Drake fan. But this beef is over, bro. This beef is over. There's no need for you to beef with anybody anymore, bro. You are 1 and 2. There is no reason that you need to be beefing with anybody else. If you beef with somebody else, just beef with somebody in R&B or something like that. Well, nope. Let me not say that, because you might mess around and be with Chris Brown, and that's an automatic L right there. I'm going to just let you know. Don't beef with nobody else. Because if you beef with Chris Brown, over with. I'm not going to lie to you. Drake, stop. Please. Just take a break for a little. You rich. You are a rich Canadian man. Just take a break right now. Because it's not going the way that you want. Like, you were above Kendrick for all of 12 hours. And then it dropped right back down. And not only that, people are still calling you a culture vulture, bro. Like, it's one of those things where, like, people really don't know where you stand when it comes to, like, your culture, because you change. So you change so much, which is, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but with a lot of people that can go from genre to genre or style to style, they still have their style embedded in them. Unfortunately, Drake doesn't have that. You know what I mean? Drake, he doesn't. A perfect example of it is Beyonce, because Beyonce went from R&B to pop, a little bit of hip hop, and then country, but she still kept the roots of who she was, which was Beyonce. Drake doesn't necessarily have that luxury of doing that. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have that. He doesn't necessarily have that luxury. But I mean, it's okay. Just stick to R&B. Just stick to R&B, my boy. That's it. That's all you got to do. Not only that, I've also noticed another thing about this album, man. Like Drake makes music for men that haven't healed yet. Drake makes music for men that has not gone to therapy yet. They haven't healed. Like you and that's all I gotta say about that part. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, let's let the beef die, bro. You lost. It's okay. Just let it die. Anyway, before we get out of here, I do have to drop a gem for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always gotta drop gems for y'all, man. My gem for the week is, it's okay that you don't have anybody. It's okay that you don't have anybody right now. It's nothing about you. You're not ugly. You're just broke. You're not ugly. You just don't have the funds. You don't have the capacity, my boy. That's it. That's all that is. I mean, as soon as you get your funds right, as soon as you get your money right, you're gonna be straight. You know what I mean? Ladies, this is something for y'all too, because y'all, for a lot of men, we don't necessarily feel fulfilled or anything like that unless our finances are right. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, since that is in the forefront of what you as women want. Y'all want a man that's financially stable. Y'all want a man that can take care of you and provide for you. So when we don't feel that way, a lot of us we just don't try. Know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that just don't try because they don't have the financial capacity to take care of you. Which, like, when he gets there, he'll get there. You know what I mean? It's as long as he's on his grind, staying on task and staying looking at the goals that he wants to accomplish, he should be fine. But honestly, ladies, and I hate saying it like this. Sometimes y'all don't like to wait for a man to be financially stable. I mean, which I get it. Y'all don't want somebody that's not financially stable, but maybe he's not financially stable now, but he has goals to be financially stable and legitimate goals at that. I mean, if I'm a perfect example of that, because before I got with my girl, I wasn't financially stable. Boy, I was working at a movie theater making $8.25 an hour. And in school, like that is in college, like that is, I had nothing. Like I had nothing, but she saw that I had goals, dreams, aspirations, and stuff like that. Plus, she loved me. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, you might not have it now, but you're gonna get it. He's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? He's not on top of what he needs to be right now, but he will get there. You just have to be patient. You gotta, and this is a gem for you too, ladies, because honestly, one of the best ways or places to find a man is when he's in grind mode, like he's in college or he's trying to do a trade and stuff like that. He's working to a goal. You know what I mean? Ladies, I will put you on. That is the perfect time to get him. know what I'm saying? That's your husband right there. That is your husband right there. So, ladies, he's just because he's like not financially stable yet, that doesn't mean that he ain't gonna be financially stable in the long run. You know what I mean? If you want to look for a man, hey, look for him at them trade schools. Look for him in college. You know what I'm saying? Like he there. He don't be going out much, but he there. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I wanna give y'all right now. Just I'm putting you up on game. Cause hey, look, I was one of them. When I was broke, I was so tucked in and away from other people when I was broke. But I still had the goals and the dreams and aspirations to do what I need to do. So, like, ladies, look for that. Look for the goal. It's not all about monetary value. Look for the goals, dreams, and aspirations. If his goals are not only obtainable, but he's working towards them, that's him. That's the guy right there. You know what I'm saying? That is the guy. So I just putting that little nugget of information in your ear. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. This has been a good podcast. Once again, I just want to thank everybody for the success that I've been having when it comes to not only the podcast, but social media in general. I love y'all, man. There's no other way to say it, bro. I love y'all, and I really appreciate the people that tune in and that listen. From the audio listeners to the YouTube watchers to the TikTok clip watchers and Instagram and everything in between. I really appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the fact that you are still rocking with your boy. It is almost, I think in about a month or two, we're going to hit the 1 year mark of the Hood Adjacent podcast being a thing, which, man, I'm that right there just gives me so much hope that this thing is going to get even bigger. But yes, we going to wrap this up. Huge shout out to G's Creative Creations. If you ever want branding, merchandise, t-shirts, things like that, hit up G's Creative Creations. Also, if you want to hear more from me, and not only from me, but a bunch of other talented podcasters and influencers and things like that, go listen to For the Record podcast on 90.7 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Shouts out to all of them from For the Record podcast. And they're also going to be dropping YouTube videos and clips and stuff like that very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. Also, shouts out to FMB Productions. If you need branding, if you need any type of media, commercials, ads, hit up FMB Productions. And this has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy, RYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and we are out. Peace out.